Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie and I make pottery, and today I'm celebrating 2 years of quitting my job and starting this whole thing. So I just wanted to go through 5 things that I've learned along the way and take you along with me on a little day in the life vlog. So come along for the ride. Thank you so much for being here. So basically, I've learned a lot more than 5 things in 2 years, but I just wanted to highlight these few as I get some work done today and bring you along for my little progress update on my small business journey. The first thing that I had on my list is that I'm capable, because I think quitting my job took me so long because I didn't feel like I was capable of doing any of this on my own. It felt near impossible because I had entertained the thought at least 6 years before I actually ended up here. I mean, in college, I literally studied art and business because I wanted to run my own business one day. But then after I finished college, I guess completely blacked out and forgot that that was like a dream and goal of mine, and did a whole bunch of other jobs that were fine. They got me to where I am now, and I don't think without them that I would have had enough confidence and knowledge in the world that I'm in now to do it. But I think if I would have believed in myself and my capabilities, I could have done it a lot sooner. I have what I need, and what I don't, I can figure out how to get done. And it's okay if I don't know everything before I start. The second thing I've learned is that time management truly matters so much, and not just so that you can be productive and get more done. It's more so that you can be productive so that you can kind of work less, if that makes sense. I just left my job because I felt like it never stopped and I didn't have a good work-life balance, and I was easily overworked and easily anxious, stressed about it. And so I didn't want to leave this really stressful environment and then just build a stressful environment for me to work in. And it's not that my job now is still stressful, but in different ways, to where it's not weighing me down all the time like my previous job was. And I think that's because I made it a crucial point in my whole planning out phase to not overwork myself and to stick within my limits, which figuring that out up front was important, because I think not having those conversations with yourself before you start anything really only allows for you to go way overboard or go way underboard. And so I think utilizing systems like Asana and Notion, just having plans and spaces where I can get my ideas out and then from there organize them. Since I've got my iPad, I've only had it for a year now almost, I've been using Freeform a lot to dump my brain out as far as creative ideas go, and then from there take them into Asana and actually piece out the practical steps that are going to need to be taken in order to complete this project. And then Notion is basically my house for all things technical. This is how much of clay I need if I'm gonna make a mug, a 10-ounce mug, and this is how much I need, or how big I need to throw it, and this is what it's gonna end up being in the end. I think developing my little home of systems has helped me clock out and truly clock out. And it's not always the case. Some weeks are busier than others, so I kind of have to work more. But I think taking more regular breaks every week has been very helpful. Even this morning, I spent most of the morning just writing and reading and relaxing. And it's no, I'm not taking the whole day off, but having that chunk of time that I didn't necessarily put an end to, I just kind of let it naturally end, has helped me have a clear space in order to move forward without my day, and even in order to be processing all of this on camera right now. So time management is crucial, and finding ways and systems that work for you and building out a routine and having your rituals and sticking to them can really help you flourish, even if you're not working 10 hours a day. And my goal has always been to not work 10 hours a day, and I've been able to do a lot by not doing so. So I'm gonna stick with that one for sure. The third thing is to price your work well. I struggle with pricing the most out of everything because I want my stuff to be the most accessible possible, but I also need to make money. So that's not an option. And so finding the like happy medium of like, okay, my expenses are met and now here's like what I want to make from it so that I can actually profit from my pieces has been a challenge for sure. That you just have to like look out for what you need. And obviously the time and energy that I'm putting into these things is still a lot. But for me, it just felt wrong to do ceramics for 6 months and then charge $60 for something. But again, that's just me. So I've kind of like, I'm working my way there. And so where I'm at now, I'm starting to see a profit because of it. And I also think having lower rates in the beginning helped get my reach further. And so now I have people who have been with me from the start who are totally okay with paying more because they've watched my progress from the beginning to now. And it's like, yeah, it only makes sense that her prices would go up because she's only becoming better, and obviously life has now become more expensive and things like that. So I was able to build an audience early on because things were more affordable, and now I have the people who have been with me from the beginning, and then I'm developing new people too who now just know me at this new price and didn't know me before. I think figuring that out has been crucial, and not being afraid to price things in a way that maybe like hurts a little bit, or you don't want people to think like, why is this so expensive? But anytime I feel that, I'm like, let me just think of the countless amounts of hours that I've spent making this one mug. Like, it's ridiculous how long I spent making this mug. And even though now I'm like quicker and better and more efficient at doing things, it still all takes a lot of time. So I find a lot of value in my work, and I know that the people who have been following my journey thus far also find it, because I've been very open about how much I spend on things and sharing my process. So pricing is important, and don't be afraid to price what you need to make a livable wage. Yeah. The fourth thing that I've learned is make what you want to make. I know that like niching and whatever, all of the terms that are used in artists' lives today is a thing, but I also know that just sticking with what feels right for you and what you enjoy making will only attract people if you stick to it. And like, what you enjoy making could change by the day. I feel like that's who I am, and I've just like been riding the wave of inspiration. And so I was inspired by something to make lamps, so I gave lamps a try and I liked it. And do I want to keep pursuing it? Yeah. Are there other things I want to pursue? Yeah. And I can do that. And like, I think just constantly experimenting and not always buckling down and just like doing whatever sells, especially right off the bat, is crucial and has helped me develop a lot as an artist, because I'm trying new methods and styles and patterns and designs like every month basically. Now at this point there are a few things that I'm just like, I guess would be my staples, but I play a lot. You can kind of choose what you want to be known for. Like whatever you love making the most, you can choose to just make that and go for it, and that's fine. But I think the figuring out what you want by experimenting with a lot of things can really be helpful as far as like developing you as a whole artist, not just like as someone who makes ceramics or someone who makes mugs. Yeah, I think it's important to play and be flexible and try new things, especially in the beginning. It's like 10 years from now, I might just only make one thing, and I'm okay with that because I spent all of this time playing around and like figuring out what I enjoy the most so that I can make that thing and make it really well for who knows how long. The fifth thing that I've learned is that you gotta let people in. I think once I was ready to tell the world that I was gonna do this thing, I was really scared because it's scary starting a new thing, leaving your comfort zone to try something totally opposite from what you've been known for. Whenever I would share with my husband, my friends, my family, I think it made me more confident because of how much the people closest to me believed in me. And at some times they believed in me more than I've believed in myself. They have believed in the value of my work more than I have. And they've honestly pushed me to help with things like raising my prices and trying new avenues, sending me ideas, listening to my ideas, letting me vent my worries and my frustrations and get all of the stuff that I know is not irrational, but not something that I need to worry about. But having like people who know me outside of what I'm working on and can speak to that person and speak to the good things that are happening and the good things that have happened to lead me to this point, and speak to the positive when I only want to see the negative, has been life-changing. Just people that can speak life into me when I feel overwhelmed and stressed by all that it takes to do this thing. And when I try and minimize it, they don't let me do that because this is a big thing. And it's like, yeah, I just make ceramics every day, or I just take photos for people. There's no just, it is a thing, and it is how I make a living, and it is how I've chosen to live my life. And I'm only getting closer to the life that I desire, which is one of financial freedom and creative freedom and yeah, just thriving. And so I think in the past 2 years, I've been able to like hone in on what I truly want my future life to be like and work hard to get that to come to life. And I'm proud of myself for where I've made it this far in this journey, and I'm excited to see what's gonna come next. So those are the 5 things that I've learned in the past 2 years. I have so many more things that I've learned, but those kind of felt like they summed up my entire journey as a small business owner. If you have any thoughts or comments or things that you've learned as a small business, please comment them below. I would love to chat more about just the way that other people are learning and moving through their life, whether it is just art related or really any work, because I think there's a line of connection through it all. As far as what's next for me, I think focusing on making Swanky more financially stable is crucial, and also figuring out how to sell more online. Today's like my half admin, half chill day. I'll probably edit a video and then take the day off. My husband and I are gonna go to the bookstore, got dinner with a friend later. It's a great Monday. So thank you so much for coming along on this little reflection journey. I will see you next week for another vlog. Bye!